That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing moments time. Once again. And I'm loving these. I'm loving them. I haven't done one for myself for the last couple of episodes, I don't think.
No, you didn't do one.
Did I?
Not for Paul.
No, okay, it was the last episode then. But it's because I felt like I was running out of them. And it's strange how suddenly you're like, oh my God, I just remembered another one. And I remembered one this week. Not necessarily the one I'm going to do for this episode, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's just kind of that I stopped taking myself overly seriously around a certain age. So most of my embarrassing moments are up to that age. And I think maybe I just kind of lightened up a bit and stopped, thinking everything was such a big deal. But, the ones I've got are quite embarrassing for myself. What about you? Have you got many?
I've struggled to think of anything that's really embarrassing.
Okay.
But I'm sure there are ones in my mind which...
So is that because you haven't done anything embarrassing or just because you don't get embarrassed easily? Or
Neither of those. I think I just lock them away because they're so embarrassing. My mind goes,
put them in a vault.
Don't remember that.
Yeah, right. Imagine going to like some hypnotherapy and having it all unlocked. You'd need therapy to get over that, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah.
So, okay, well, do you want to go first?
I can do, yes.
Alex Bond, on episode 007 of The Green Room, what is your embarrassing moment?
Well, it was a few years ago when I was married with my wife. Obviously, wife.
Okay,
Yeah.
you were married to your wife?
Yeah.
That's strange.
So, she played darts for the local teams, and I was going down to support her in a darts match. So I didn't really know her team, so I thought it'd be a good idea to go down, meet the team, meet her, give her some support. So I was walking downtown to meet her, and she was in the high street with her back to me, talking to her team friends. So I thought, I'm going to surprise her. So I walked up behind her. Because her friends didn't know me, they didn't clock me coming, so there was no indication to my wife that I was approaching her. I went right up to behind her, smacked her ass really hard. I went, hello, gorgeous, how you doing? Her friends turned to me and looked at that abject shock of horror. And my wife turned around to me and said, well, she didn't say anything, because it wasn't my wife.
What?
It was someone completely different. So I'd gone up to a complete stranger, who I didn't know, smacked her on the arse, and gone, hello, gorgeous.
Oh my God. So, hang on. So
she's very similar to my wife from the back.
were the people she was talking to, were they even part of the darts team?
No, like I said, I didn't know the darts team. Yeah. So I just assumed the person that looked like my wife from behind and these people she was talking to was the darts team.
That's horrendous.
Yes.
So, okay, so how did you get out of that?
I just said, shh, I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else. And she just looked at me with that sort of daggers. And I just walked away.
That's insane.
And then she came into the pub where my wife actually was during the evening later on.
Did you go up to her and kind of try and explain it and say, this is who I thought you were?
No. How can you say that? You look like this person, you know. Yeah.
I take it...
Just from the back, the hair was the same. She was actually wearing the same sort of coat as well, so it must have been one of the local fashion ones at the time. But yeah.
Do you know what?
Tom completely around, smacked both buttocks, both hands, wallop.
I've heard some excuses of why you might want to touch up a woman you don't know, but that one is the best. I can't believe... I don't know how I would recover from that.
I felt so small.
That's... how long ago was this?
Oh, this it must have been, 13 years ago, maybe.
The reason I ask is because something like that, now, there would be a photo of you on Gossip Around Ilfracombe.
Yeah,
So
yeah there would be, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like social media,
how
wouldn't it?
things have changed in that time.
Yeah.
It was kind of... You know, that would have been something that haunted you forever if that happened now. Whereas back then, luckily, it was just... That's horrendous. I can't believe that. So did you?
You'd be done for assault now, wouldn't you?
You would, yeah, you would.
You know, probably.
Oh my God, that's probably based on how embarrassed I would be of all the embarrassing moments we've had on the Green Room. I think that would be the one I would least want to happen to me.
Yeah.
I had a similar thing at work once, not naming names, but. Okay, where we work, in one of the departments, we wear these silly suits, don't we?
Yeah.
And everyone looks the same pretty much because only your face is showing. And I walked up behind someone once and made them jump thinking it was one person, and they turned around and it was someone that I knew but didn't know well enough to do that kind of thing to. And I was mortified. I was like, I'm so sorry. Luckily, she took it really well. But that's completely different. That's someone that I know and that just kind of laughed it off. But
that probably happens more often than we realise on the shop floor, because you go talk to someone from think it's someone else.
Yeah.
Make a silly comment like you would jokingly, and it's not the right person. Yeah, you've got to be so careful.
Alex,
with those suits on, you know.
That's amazing. I love that one. That is that my favourite? Do you know? Emma Irwin's naked one was great. But slapping a random woman's ass in the high street only to find out
in front of a group of people as well.
I know. Oh my God, that's brilliant.